Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might be sitting unnoticed in your change jar or coin collection, the Abraham Lincoln 1955 1-cent penny. You heard that right. This little copper coin, once worth just a single cent, could now be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its type and condition. So sit tight, because we're about to uncover the hidden value of this fascinating piece of American coinage history. Let's begin with the basics. The 1955 Lincoln cent was minted during a time of post-war growth and change in America. Featuring the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, the coin belongs to the long-running Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. On the reverse side, you'll see two wheat stalks flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, a simple but powerful design that has become a favorite among collectors. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Most 1955 pennies are fairly common. Over 330 million were minted at the Philadelphia Mint alone. But there is one version of the 1955 penny that stands out above the rest, the famous 1955 double die obverse. This particular error coin is one of the most well-known and sought after in the entire world of US coin collecting. What makes it so valuable? It's all about the doubling. On the 1955 double die penny, you'll notice that the date, as well as the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust, appear to be doubled, almost as if they were stamped twice. But this was no accident from rough handling or wear. This doubling happened during the minting process due to a misalignment between the die and the hub. The result? A dramatic and very visible doubling effect that immediately catches the eye. And now, let's talk value. A genuine 1955 double die penny in circulated condition can easily fetch between $800 to $1,500. That's right, even with some wear and tear, this coin is worth serious money. But if you're lucky enough to own one in uncirculated, mint condition, you could be looking at $5,000 or more. Some pristine examples have even sold for over $10,000 at major auctions. Of course, not every 1955 penny is a double die. The vast majority are regular issues worth only face value in worn condition. However, even these common examples can bring in small premiums if they're in extremely fine or uncirculated condition. A standard 1955 Lincoln cent in mint state can be worth anywhere from $1 to $10 or more, depending on the grade and color, red being the most valuable, followed by red-brown and then brown. Here's another tip for collectors. Always inspect your coins carefully, preferably with a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Doubling is most noticeable on the letters and numbers. If you think you found one, consider getting it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Having a certified grade can significantly increase its value and make it much easier to sell or auction. Now let's briefly touch on what makes this coin historically significant. 1955 was a period when coins were still largely struck in copper, before the shift to copper-coated zinc in the 1980s. This gives the 1955 penny a weight and feel that many collectors prefer. Plus, the Lincoln Wheat design carries strong nostalgia and historical symbolism, celebrating both Lincoln's legacy and the era of simpler, hard-earned American change. So the next time you come across a jar of old coins or pocket change, take a closer look. That worn old penny might just be a 1955 double die error worth thousands. And even if it's not the rare variety, it could still be a small gem in your collection. In conclusion, the Abraham Lincoln 1955 1-cent penny is more than just an old coin. It's a piece of history, a collector's treasure, and in some cases, a hidden fortune. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started in the hobby, this is one coin you'll want to keep an eye out for. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips, hidden coin values, and the fascinating stories behind America's most valuable coins. And remember, always check your change, because treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Where we explore rare coins that might be hiding right in your pocket. Today, we're diving into a coin that many people overlook, the 1958 Lincoln 1-cent penny. While it may seem like just another old copper coin, some of these 1958 pennies can be worth a fortune in the current collector's market. So make sure you watch till the end, because you won't believe how valuable some of these coins can be. Let's start with a little background on the coin. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, created by Victor David Brenner, and on the reverse up until 1958, we see the classic wheat ears design, often referred to as the wheat penny. Now here's where it gets interesting. The 1958 Lincoln wheat penny was the last year the wheat design was used. In 1959, the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial design to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This makes the 1958 penny historically significant, the final issue of a beloved design that had lasted for 5 decades. But what really drives up the value of some 1958 pennies is not just their age or history, it's about their condition, mint mark, and most of all, the possibility of rare errors. The standard 1958 Lincoln cent was minted in 2 locations: Philadelphia, which has no mint mark, and Denver, which has a small d below the date. More than 252 million were minted in Philadelphia, and over 800 million came from Denver. So, yes, these coins are not exactly rare in general. However, not all 1958 pennies are created equal. One of the most valuable 1958 pennies is the 1958 double die obverse. This is a rare variety where the lettering on the front of the coin, especially in the words Liberty and In God We Trust, appears doubled. Only a few of these have ever been authenticated, making them extremely rare and highly desirable to collectors. If you happen to find a genuine 1958 double die penny, you could be looking at a small fortune. One example sold at auction for over $100,000. That's right, a single penny fetching 6 figures. Even circulated examples of this variety can sell for tens of thousands depending on condition. Now let's talk about the general market value for a regular 1958 penny. If it's an average circulated condition, it might only be worth a few cents, mainly for its copper content. However, if it's an uncirculated or mint state condition, especially graded MS65 or higher, collectors will pay a premium. A regular 1958 no mint mark penny in mint state can be worth up to $10 to $15, while a 1958D in high grade could sell for $5 to $10, depending on market demand. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC often fetch higher prices. The reason? A certified grade gives buyers confidence in what they're getting and ensures that rare varieties like the double die are correctly identified. So, what should you look for if you're hunting for a valuable 1958 penny? First, check the obverse under magnification for any doubling in the text. Especially look closely at Liberty and the date. Next, examine the coin's overall condition. Coins with sharp details, no scratches, and full mint luster are far more valuable. If you find one in pristine condition or think you have a double die variety, it might be worth sending it in for grading and authentication. Also remember that errors in varieties aren't always listed in price guides, so check completed auction listings online to get the most accurate idea of current market value. eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections are great places to start. To recap, the 1958 Lincoln wheat penny might seem common at first glance, but there are some extremely valuable versions out there, especially the 1958 double die obverse. And even a regular penny in mint state condition can be worth far more than its face value. It just goes to show, sometimes treasure really is hiding in plain sight. So go check your coin jars, drawers, and old collections. That 1-cent piece you've ignored for years might be worth a whole lot more than you think. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on rare coins that are worth big money. Until next time, happy collecting! Today, we're diving into a coin that many people have seen, but few realize could be worth a surprising amount of money. We're talking about the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny, featuring the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front. Stick around, because this humble-looking 1-cent coin might be hiding a small fortune in your pocket change or old coin jars. The Lincoln wheat penny series began in 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first United States coin to feature a real person, and that person was none other than the 16th President, Abraham Lincoln. The reverse side of these pennies, minted between 1909 and 1958, features 2 wheat stalks, which is why they're commonly called wheat pennies. And now, let's focus on the 1948 wheat penny. This coin was struck in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. If your coin has no mint mark under the date, it was made in Philadelphia. If it has a small d, it came from Denver. And if you see a small s, it was minted in San Francisco. In terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 317 million of these coins. The Denver Mint struck around 172 million, and the San Francisco Mint contributed about 81 million. With these large numbers, you might think the 1948 penny isn't rare. But that's only partially true. The real value lies in the condition and any unusual errors or varieties. A circulated 1948 Lincoln cent in average condition might only be worth around 3 to 10 cents. But when you find one in uncirculated, mint-state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, the value can jump significantly. A brilliant red 1948 penny in pristine condition can fetch anywhere from $10 to $30, and sometimes even more depending on the demand and rarity. Let's talk about a few specific market examples. In recent years, a certified MS67 red 1948 penny sold for over $200 at auction. Why? Because of its near-perfect strike, full luster, and eye-catching red color. Coins in this condition are very difficult to find because most pennies from 1948 went straight into circulation and suffered from years of wear and tear. Another factor that affects value is coin errors. Error coins are like lottery tickets in the world of numismatics. Collectors go crazy for off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, clipped planchets, and more. One well-known 1948 error is the doubled die obverse, where the date or letters on the front of the coin appear doubled under magnification. These rare error coins can sell for anywhere from $50 to several $100, depending on how dramatic the doubling is and the overall condition of the coin. Let's break it down by type. Number 1, 1948 no mint mark from Philadelphia. In average condition, worth about 5 to 10 cents. In uncirculated red condition, can go from $5 to $25, and sometimes more for high-grade examples. And number 2, 1948 D from Denver. Similar in value. Circulated examples are common and not worth much, but MS65 red versions can reach up to $30 or more. And number 3, 1948 S from San Francisco. A bit scarcer, and in high-grade condition, collectors are willing to pay a premium. Top examples graded by PCGS or NGC can hit the $40 to $60 range, and don't forget, if you ever come across a 1948 penny with a strong error or unique toning, always get it evaluated by a professional grading service. That small investment could turn your penny into a prized possession or profitable sale. So what should you do now? Go check your coin collection, your old piggy banks, your inherited boxes of coins, or even that drawer full of loose change. That little brown penny with Abraham Lincoln's face might be worth a lot more than 1 cent. If it's a 1948 wheat penny in high-grade condition or with a rare error, you could be looking at a valuable piece of American history and a nice return on a coin you may have overlooked. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more coin collecting tips and rare coin values, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Drop a comment if you've ever found a valuable penny or if you have questions about coins in your collection. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck treasure hunting.